Good morning. Welcome to Motivational Monday, Cupful. How is everyone? I'm good. It's good to see you. It is good to be seen. I was thinking on last night about a plant. When you get a small plant, one time I had a plant, and it was in a miniature pot. And so over time, I kept watering that plant in that miniature pot. And I had it in a plate. And so every time I watered it, excess water would run on the plate because there was no more room in the pot. And so one day I was just sitting out there and I looked at the plant. And you know, the flower was so pretty. But I said, I think it's time to get a bigger pot and replant this. So I got the big pot, replanted it. Well, I had to dig up the soil, the old soil, and it was dry. And so I shook off the old soil, but I saw buds on the ends of the roots that I didn't know were there. And so I put it in the bigger pot. I added fresh soil, and over a period of time, new buds, new flowers began to pop out. I say that to say this on this Motivational Monday. I believe that what God is doing, He is replanting us. He is shaking off the old soil, because in that place that we were in that place that you're in, there's no more room for growth there. It is time to move. It is time to move on. You've done all you can there. Yeah, opportunities are there, but for you, you know, sometimes God will have you somewhere, but at a certain point, it's time for you to move so somebody else can come in that position. I feel that God is saying it is time for you to be repotted. It is time for Him. He's digging up that soil. He's digging up that old fertilizer, and He is repotting you, and He's repositioning you, because there are buds in you. There are buds in us that it's time for them to grow. It's time to be moved on somewhere else, so that you can see the other things that God has for you, that God has planted in you. He is just repositioning. He's putting in fresh soil. But listen, when you're digging up a plant in a pot, it's easy because there's nothing holding it. But if you've already planted a plant down in soil and you want to move it from one place to another, and you're digging up under there, it's kind of tough because roots have began to grow in that one spot. And so you got to dig a little harder to break that root. Some of our connections have to be dug a little harder. Some of the things that God has to take from us is going to hurt a little more, because we put roots down in these places. But if you allow God to break it, what Tasha Cobb said, you'll be gracefully broken. And sometimes we have to learn to break ourselves. We have to learn, no, I'm going to let this go, because if I don't, and God decides, okay, it's time for you to let it go, I done gave you opportunities, and you're still there, oh, that can become painful. Allow God to repot you. We have to allow God to refertilize us, to give us fresh fertilizer, fresh oil, so that we can grow in a new place. I know I said a lot. Maybe one day God will allow me to break it down some more. But that is Motivational Monday on today. God is repositioning us. He's taking us from the small, because He's used us in that space. And it's time to be replanted in a larger territory. Okay? Listen, know that I love you, but God sure enough loves you more. Until next time, I'm your hostess, Felicia. This has been Cupful. Do something nice for someone else. I promise it will come back to you. And I'm out. Peace.